Tell you what, ever since starting these, it's going so quick. Let's just grab our ball and let's just start consciously just passing it back and forth. And let's just be conscious of the other hand this morning. It's a bit nippier in Birmingham. It's not been like the last 2 days. Hopefully later on it gets better.
Oh, beautiful here in Teignmouth.
Oh, is it? Oh, lovely. What's it like up in Manchester, Wales?
Cloudy Manchester.
It's cloudy and cold in Newcastle.
Oh, Lord.
Cloudy in Newcastle.
It's always cold in Newcastle.
Guys, let's bring our ball up to our eyes and let's just imagine it is the weather right now that is going to become like Cats where she is. Okay, it's going to be beautiful today and it's going to change. And let's just look at that ball in front of our eyes and let's just consciously call that this morning, as we have done in the past, our gratitude ball for this morning. Let's not think about any gratitude just yet. Let's juggle this ball for a second and just recognize it as these are thoughts that are going to come to our mind within the next 5 minutes. But for now, let's just keep it in front of our eyes. And as we do that, let's just plant our feet in the ground and let's just take a deep breath in. Let's take it for 10 seconds. Just be aware of that ball and the sensations in your hand. Breathe in 10, 9, 8, 'and then as we breathe out for 10, just widen the arms. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Get them all the way out. 2, 1. Let's do that again, but this time as we breathe out, let's notice the difference in time, the length of that stretch of breath in front of us, the length of that gratitude that we're stretching out. So let's start here again. Let's breathe in 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. As we bring out them arms, breathe out 10 seconds. Put a little smile on your face for this morning. A little smile. Feel it in that tummy. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And let's just make a moment and put our arms all the way out, and no bent elbows here, but just wrists. And Cam, what I want you to do is I want you to have 3 attempts, and I just want you to use your wrists and try and catch it in the other hand. Notice how, without those elbows, things change. Maybe try it both ways. It's quite hard to look at that and look at that. I'm not sure if I'm looking at my throwing hand or my catching hand. I guess I want to look at the catching hand, but makes it a bit more difficult. Okay, and let's just transition to get a second ball. And what we're going to do is we're going to just keep that one ball in our hand and we're going to call that our feeling ball. So this is how we feel right now. So as we catch some gratitude, just look at the other ball that you just picked up. Check in with how you feel. I'm feeling really excited about today. I don't know what happened in my day this morning, but I'm ready for my day. Different from any other days, but check in with how you are and just kind of plant that energy, squeeze that ball and just keep it there. And let's come back to that one with the other hand and let's just catch some gratitude. So let's just take a moment, take a breath to think about what we're grateful for right now. What's going on right now? That brings you love, brings you positivity, brings you a smile for your Thursday morning. Okay, and let's take that second ball into that practice. So let's go 1 and a 1. And let's just within that recognize ourselves and our feeling right now. Within that gratitude, let's wrap them together. And let's maybe take that into some different patterns. So let's take it into a 4-4 or a 3-3, 4-4 or a 3-3, 4-4, 3-3, and then back to 1. Okay, so I'm going to start the sentence off, and in your mind, you're going to finish it. Okay, just as we kind of flick between 1, 1, 3, 3, 4, 4, just venture wherever your mind wants you to go with those two balls. I'm going to walk into today on purpose, and this is how I am going to do it. So just take a moment there just to take whatever you're feeling right now, turn it into some purpose for your day. And imagine yourself this time tonight at 9 o'clock, just reflecting back on this moment with a smile. And on your next breath, just go into a 4-4. Okay. If you can, look past the 4-4. If you can't, just look at the balls. If you're able to look past the 4-4, as you throw the ball, lift the hand up, throw the ball, lift the hand up, but try and keep the rhythm there. So we're trying to do this looking past the ball. So you've got a few options there, really, whichever you want. And I want you to imagine if you're bringing that hand up, you're grabbing something out the air. And I'm just going to talk about, again, just recap what the aim is for this week. It's about dreams. And that's really giving ourselves permission to just see the bigger picture for ourselves, the bigger picture in our life, our goals, something we want to achieve by the 4th of June. And that's based on the 66 days from when we first started. And in them 66 days, we're going to try and create a series of habits, one habit at least, to bring in that aligns with that goal. And the reason, again, it's 66 days, it's based off the theory of that's the amount of time it takes to create an automatic behavior. And it's from the Journal of Social Psychology. I don't know why I find that fact so interesting. Okay, so let's take your balls. What should we do first? Let's dream for a second. Let's dream. So, what I'm going to get you to do is continue working with two balls or bring a third ball into your practice. The third ball right now is just something to stay there. It's your feeling ball. It's your ball. Okay, so let's just bring some motion. Let's go back to a 4-4 for a second. So you can flick between a 4-4 in two hands, a 4-4 in one hand, and switch them over. It's completely up to you as long as we're working with fours and two balls. That third ball right now is just you down there. Okay. And let's think about our goal. Let's start with our goal. So what is it that you'd like to achieve by the 4th of June this year? Probably got about 62 days left to get there. I can make that goal. That goal can be to be able to juggle in a different way. If you're looking at it from a juggling point of view, this isn't really all about juggling. It's more about kind of everything else in life. So whether it's work, whether it's personal, let's find that. You might have already found it over the last couple of days. What we want to do is we want to have found it by tomorrow, because next week we're going to jump into a different theme that's going to lead on from this one to kind of help us, I guess, focus and stay motivated to get there. For some reason, I'm naturally going to a 3-3 here. It's probably because I'm talking and thinking at the same time. So let's just take a breath there as we just recognize those balls as the goal. This is where we're starting in our left hand. This is where we're going in our right hand. And then there's us and our feelings along that journey. Remember to look at that bigger picture. Let's move to a 5-3, guys. A 5 and a 3. 5 and a 3. Let's alternate hands. 5 and a 3. If you're just starting out with this type of throw, catch, you can do a 3-3 as well there if you want to, if it finds easier. 3-3 is just the same height. 5-3, There's just a difference in height. But if we can get that 5-3, let's aim to get there. Let's recognise ourselves, first of all. And in this 5-3 pattern, throw a 1 in there. A 5, a 3, and a 1 if you can. 5-3-1. 5-3-1. This time what we're going to do is we're going to call our 5 our habit. And we're going to call our 5 our goal. And we're going to call our 3 our habit. Okay, so now let's just take a moment to think about what habit we might want to bring in to our everyday to help us get there. Just one thing, a new habit, or maybe an old one that you want to continue with. That's going to help us achieve that. And just look at that 5 being that goal. Look at that 3 being that habit. So I think I said yesterday I was listening to a podcast, which I said I was going to post in the thingy, which I didn't, but I will today. And it was about creating habits that are so simple that they're so easy to do. So he spoke about clicking his fingers every day in the morning, and that kind of clicked his brain into like, oh, thinking about his habits. So something like that, something that's so simple, creating that mini habit, if you like, to help you pull that brain into a motivational space. And the theory goes, in 66 days, this habit will become automatic. Guys, let's just go to a 3 for a second. Let's grab 3 balls, put 1 in one hand, 1 in the other, and then just work that 3 back and forth. Okay, we're going to go to a bit of a visualization. So just before we do that, just take 20 seconds. Just watch that ball. Let's think about that ball again as gratitude. So that number 3 is gratitude again. So let's take a breath in. Let's just go back to those thoughts. Let's recognize the balls in our hands as maybe the goal we want to achieve, the habit that we want to bring into our life, and that gratitude that's just forever there, but not always conscious. We just want to tune into that. Okay, let's start throwing a 4 around that 3 or on both sides. 4, 3. And let's recognize that gratitude and that goal. And on the other side, that gratitude and our habit. Okay, close your eyes. Let's put the balls on our heart. And what we're going to do is we're going to drop one ball. We're just going to look at it on the floor. We're going to imagine that ball as any bit of negativity or anything you're carrying or anything that's in there. And we're just going to drop it. We just drop it like we drop that ball just for now. And what we're going to do is we're going to close our eyes for a second and we're going to imagine our space. We're going to plant ourselves inside our space. So close your eyes, but imagine, know where everything is. I know right now my computer's in front of me. I've got a wall there and there. So just think about as many things in your space as possible while squeezing those balls. And let's open the eyes and let's come to a 3 and a 1. 3, 1. 3, 1, and let's recognize this is our roof. Okay, so as we do these visualizations each week, I want to build on them. Okay, so again, this whole course is about transitioning back into our everyday as we want it to be, really. So this is our roof. We're going to start in our space. 3, 1 is our roof. 4, 4. Sorry, 4, 1. 4, 1. 4, 1. Is our window. 4, 1. So you can do this in a few different ways. You can do it as a 4, 1, or you can do it as a 4, 1, 1. As long as we're creating some kind of box. Up to you how you do it if you want to change. But 4, 1 is the simplest way. 4, 1. 4, 1 is our window. Let's look through that window now. Maybe we can see that window as some kind of conscious, some kind of thing we can look through into our conscious self or our subconscious self, right? Recognize everything, all those other habits that we've got. and us, really. 1-1 is our door, is our way in, is our portal, is the moment we enter into this space and the moment we exit from this space. Just look at a door and look at the way into the room that you came this morning and just think what you did right before you came into the room this morning. What was it? Did you grab a cup of tea? What did you do? Let's go to 3-3. This is you. This again is that infinity, that ongoing energy, that ongoing strength that is always changing. But it's just, this is you now, right inside your space, recognizing, listing off, thinking about all these moments that have happened this morning. And 4-4, let's look at the walls, the almost the containers, like the roof of this space. And I want to throw in a 3 and a 4 there. So a 3 with a 4 around it, a 3 with a 4 around it. Switch sides. This is you and that energy inside those walls. So just thinking about all the energy that those walls carry. Those walls are always there, just like the screws in the wall. We don't really look at them all the time unless we're doing something to them. We don't think about, oh, look, there's a wall. Right? Why would we do that? Wow. We are this morning. So you and that wall. I'm going to throw in a new one this morning to just expand on this a little bit. And it's a 5 and a 3. A 5 and a 3. And again, it's you this morning with the thoughts of your goals and your habits. Everything that we're doing this morning, we're recognizing that you are right now inside your own space, exploring thoughts and aiming to find one that you're going to lock down with tomorrow as the last day. And then next week, we're going to move into a new theme. So I mentioned yesterday, I've got these little books that I've created that I'm going to send to you once they get here on Tuesday for me. And it's just about kind of dreams, goals, habits. And it's just a way of tracking, really, all these things that we're thinking about. But I'll talk more about that next week. Okay, right, guys, let's take our balls on our heart. Let's just close our eyes for a second. And let's just, for 30 seconds, just take a breath in. We're going to lengthen this breath. So we're going to 15 in and 15 out if you can. And we're just going to let that wash over us. So let's start now. I'm breathing in. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Think about this, filling up your cup for the day, filling up this energy, filling up all the positivity that you've thought about this morning into those lungs, into your body. Feel it in your fingers, feel it in your heart, feel it in the balls in your hands. And then take a deep breath out slowly for 15, 14. And this is your moment to be ready for your day. This is your moment to be ready to just let all of that wash over you and have an amazing day. Guys, let's finish off by putting 2 balls on top of our head. What we're going to do is we're going to spin around in a circle. We're going to try and catch 1 ball in each hand. Okay? 3, 2, 1. Oh. No luck for me this morning. Are you Shuggy? Did you do it? Oh, I thought you joined in. He's got is that phone? Guys, I hope you had a lovely session. I shall see you tomorrow. We're on tomorrow for Good Friday. Right round, I'm watching you. Go on. I'm watching you too, Shuggy. Let's see. Cheers, guys. Thanks ever so much. I'll see you tomorrow. Back for 9. See you later. Bye.
Thanks. Bye. Bye. Thank you.
No worries. Bye. Cheers for joining in live, guys.